All right. Now, Ryan, I have a question for you. This is your brainchild, supposedly, and you started in 1997.
Don't patronize me.
You started an a cappella group in college, which is now the Sons of Pitches. I guess it was then. What prompted you to do that? I mean, I know a lot of colleges, Yale, Haverford, all these places, Bryn Mawr, they all have a cappella groups. What made you choose to start it?
I couldn't get a date. I couldn't get any friends. I was bored. What didn't prompt me to do it? I guess all those things came into play. Nothing has really happened to further my career along those lines, but I tried and started 7 years ago, 8 years ago, and met up with none of it. Well, Jimmy was an original member, but everybody else sort of I found along the way. We actually started as 6 guys a long time ago and decided to go a different direction. And I don't know, it was just something, I guess, to keep me a little sane through just classes and the whole routine of college, I guess. Something I always wanted to do for whatever reason. And
it's a great time. Pretty much the bottom line.
So the name, how did you come up with that?
that was Ross's deal.
Yeah, we don't have an amazing story about this. When we finally got a 5-man group together, Jimmy, Ryan, and myself were original members, and we had we had a different bass and a different high tenor. And we knew we wanted to perform more and needed a name, and so we just asked all our friends to think of names. And there was just a girl who we all knew who said, "Oh man, my high school had this group called the Sons of Pitches, and they got so mad and they wouldn't let them be a group." And I think she told Ryan first, and he came to me with the name. And I remember at the time, I decided I either wanted to be called Sons of Pitches or the Testostertones was the next one up.
Okay.
And we kind of balanced the two and realized Sons of Pitches was probably a little better.
Tamer.
A little
bit better.
Yeah. So.
Anyway, you have created tremendous success for yourselves, and I wondered what challenges occur when you create a success on your own. You sold like over 20,000 records on your own. You have no label. You're not signed with anybody. You're just out there. What's the key to that for you guys, collectively or individually? How do you put your mind to it?
We were going to ask you that, actually.
Well,
Like we've got to figure it out.
when we were in college, we're all different ages at this point in time. We spanned 5 years, and so we got done with college at different times. So Ryan and I worked, and Ross worked as a teacher, and Eric and Tommy were still in school. Eric got out of school, and Tommy hadn't quite finished school. So we're all at different points, but we had to make a decision at one point whether or not we were going to go forward with this wholeheartedly, or we were going to, kind of do it for fun still. And we made a decision almost 2 years ago to, get the health insurance and get the money things in order and make sure we're at least somewhat safe. It's still a huge risk for us to go and do this, but we needed to have a little bit of security behind us, and the people we set up in Ithaca to take care of us, and so on. That was the biggest part of becoming successful and making the big leap.
Because it's great. And with that, let's take a big leap and hear some of the music so people don't have to just
Are you
hear
sure
the story.
about this?
I'm ready. Are you
Okay.
guys ready?
We're ready.
So we're going to hear the Sons of Pitches, and what are we going to sing right now?
This song is an original by Ryan, actually the first original that he brought to us, and it's, you want to explain it a little bit?
I guess it was inspired by somebody I used to date in college that shall remain nameless. She's a good girl, but it was sort of blew the relationship thing out of proportion, and it didn't work out so well. So this is my little venting. This is my therapy session. Once upon a time was this girl who blew my mind. She was wonderful, beautiful, and had wit. Little did I know our relationship would go down a frustrating, aggravating trip. She'd say you never wanna be together, never ever across the sea. And I'd say, what you mean?
Haven't you
Girl,
seen?
haven't you seen?
Will you
Don't
be
have any cash and it costs money. But she'd say,
Why
why don't we fly to some place either of us have ever been? And I say, I'm just a guy, but I try to satisfy her each and every way I can.
I hope that I can.
Every time we talk, I end up going for a walk to try and save what's left of my sanity. Cause she don't give a damn that I just don't understand why the two of us never seem to agree. But I'm through, not knowing what to do. But she gets into one of her famous moods. Cause I can honestly, it's between you and me. I feel like I'm the one who always gets screwed. But she says, why don't you fly to some place either of us have ever been? And I say I'm just a guy, but I try to satisfy her each and every way I can.